Supposedly this car was not flooded, but I want you guys to chime in down there. What are your opinions on this car? Do you think that it was flooded or not? Take a good look at that, man. Tell me what you think. Guys, 2017 Ford F-150 5.0 liter, and supposedly this came from Louisiana, and it's supposedly not a flood, but the problem is there's ECM was swapped out, BCM was swapped out, and I believe they've been both replaced and possibly reprogrammed, but there's no communication with the ABS module. So we got to find out why the ABS module is not online. And the fastest way to knock something out like this is with the ultimate CAN bus tester. If you don't have this, you definitely want to head over to globalcommerceca.com and pick yours up. So here's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to pull off this connector so we can get to the pins, and we're going to be able to test everything all at once, powers and grounds and communication, and we'll be able to communicate with the engine computer directly from here. That's going to verify integrity of the CAN lines, not just that they are connected, but we're going to verify that communication can occur. By the way, here are some of the codes showing in the BCM, and basically there's no communication with the ABS module, which is why I was called out to this job. First thing I noticed, there's some damage to this connector. See if you can see that. So as you can see, it's been damaged as well. So let's see what we got. All right, so I'm connected up to CAN high and CAN low, and as you can see at the top here is CAN high, and then see if you can see that. Then we've got CAN low at the bottom in green, and those signals look pretty decent to me. And this is the pinout. I'm probably going to show you that also on the screen, but basically we've got a power here at the top, another power here. I believe 28 has a power right here, and then these two at the bottom are grounds. Okay, so we're going to test that as well. So first thing I'm going to do is check our communication lines. So I'm going to go ahead and connect up my scanner right here to the ultimate CAN bus tester, and I should be able to communicate with the engine computer from right here, and that will verify the integrity of our communication lines. At that point, we're going to be left with testing our powers and grounds. All right, I've connected up my scanner, and I'm getting a ground just from on the engine. I've also got my test light right here. I could also test the powers while we're at it. And this first one right here should be a power. And let's see if we get it. And we do have a light on the first one. The second one here, no light. We could also test this with the CAN bus tester, just putting our leads in here, and it will give us our voltage right there. But we can see with the test light we have no light on this one, so we're going to definitely have to check this fuse. And I believe right here should be the other one, and we do have power there. Power just went off. I need to go ahead and turn the key back on, but we do have power there. So it's left with testing our grounds and checking the fuse to this circuit here. This one does not have any power. Now this vehicle has a gateway. As you can see, that's what this is. You see how it is? It's built in. You can usually tell that by all the pins usually filled out. So that kind of limits the way you can communicate back and forth on the network. This kind of controls that versus a free network where everything is linked and then you can communicate freely each way. All right, testing the grounds. As you can see, this one is good here at the back. And our other ground is good. So that's left with the one power in the front here. We need to investigate that fuse. Right. So if you saw the fuse chart, we're going to head over there to the fuse box and check it out. And they replaced this ABS module, so that might be what blew the fuse. All right. Is this the same fuse box? Looks different than what I got. Let me see. Okay, this is the right fuse box, and immediately I see the problem. You probably do too by now. This, according to the map, should be 61, and as you can see, it's missing, and a lot of them are missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill these in, and we're gonna plug everything back up and see how the car behaves. All right, bag of fuses. And get a couple of these 30s. Pro tip, man: don't use any of those cheap aftermarket fuses. Whenever you go to salvage yards, pick up a bunch of these and just keep them in a bag like this, and you always have quality fuses. You never want to really use those cheap fuses. Even when you got old junk fuse boxes, recover those fuses, you know. All right, I restored the essentials. We're here to address the ABS issue, but they need to get the other stuff taken care of. So I've added a starter, I've added the ABS, and the BCM, which was missing as well. And that's most likely why the BCM had a ton of errors as well. So now we got power on the big one, and we got power on the little one. So we're going to connect this back up to the ABS module and see if we can communicate it in the car. All right, let's see. Key on, brake light, keys cycled. I think the BCM got the power it was missing. I think it needs to probably add another key. Brakes, key cycled again. All right, let me check the codes now. All right, guys, as you can see, the ABS module is up. So that completes my job while I was called out here. I was just tasked with getting the ABS module back up. So the other tech is going to come back and finish all the other issues and programming on the car and get it started. In fact, it's been a few days and he did get the car started, just added the second key. Actually, it was already in learning mode, so he just literally had to put the key in the ignition, turn it on, and then learn the second key, and the car started right up. So that was a fix. And if you didn't know this, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. See you on the next one.